Hello, beautiful bosses. Welcome. Tonight, we're going to be talking about live off of your profits. I'm so excited about tonight because who doesn't like money, right? But not only it ain't about the money, it's about the lifestyle that you are able to have because you now have extra income coming in, debt is paid off, you're not stressing. But here's the thing, whether you're starting a business or real estate, at the end of the day, the reason why you go to any one of these fields is because you want to live the life you want to live. But you may reality wise be dealing with high expenses, taxes, and just the cost of living itself. So I want to just give you some tidbits tonight in terms of how you can be able to live off of profit and create more profit in your life. Now, I'm not going to specifically focus on business, but we're going to focus more on the real estate because there are some different ways that you can be able to really profit from real estate that can impact your life, whether you are an investor or a homeowner currently, okay, or want to be an investor, okay. Because one of the things that I realize when it comes to living off of your profit, we may be in a situation, you, me, anybody, may be in a situation to where everything isn't good sometimes, right? And so you want to be able to continue to enjoy your life and have that extra income coming in so that in case something happens, you have extra money. In case something happens, you can have the opportunity to invest. And so living off of your profits is going to allow for you to do that. One of the things I always say is live off the profits, not what's in your pocket. And what I mean by that is that always find ways that you can make money for you, because that's essentially where the profit comes from. Your money or other people's money is making money for you, which allows for money to come to you. It's the overflow, okay? The profit is the overflow. What's in your pocket may pay for your basic necessities. What's in your pocket is the way you're living, maybe living now. And so before I even talk about living off your profits, I want you to understand first what it means to live out of your pocket. If you're in a situation where mainly everything is coming out your pocket, you're not really profiting anything, you need to find the leak in the ship, right? So what that means is you want to really take the time to assess, okay, where am I now? And where is this leak, aka money, going out that I cannot account for? This is the first thing that needs to be done so you can realize the profits, because sometimes simply just budgeting your money, you can see that you are making profit. It's just how you're spending it, which makes you feel like you're in the red every month or living paycheck to paycheck. So, as I talked about last week, mind your money, mind your business, understand where you are now so you can get ahead. Basic accounting is really assets, liabilities, right? That's your balance sheet. What is my net worth, right? What do I own? What do I owe? Then you have your cash flow statement. This is very important. You can do this anytime. You can look at your cash flow from the past year, the quarter, the month, every day. I look at my bank account every day. I look through my money every day. I know what's coming in. I know what's going out. I know my numbers. When you know your numbers, you know you have more freedom to live and do the things that you want to do. So don't wait until you're waiting to, get big in real estate or get big in business. You can be able to enjoy your life now by simply knowing your numbers, knowing how to strategically budget, where you are budgeting where you can invest, save, and pay, right? Pay yourself and pay your bills and pay your tithes. I love paying tithes because, honey, I pay my tithes and it seemed like I just get money out of nowhere, right? Come on, got checks in the mail, just money coming to me all type of ways, right? You said too, money coming to me all type of ways. Why? Because I attract money. Why? Because I carry an energy that flows and I have value that other people are willing to pay for. Okay? But you can be able to really structure and enjoy your life now and find profits right in your budget right now. All right. So that profit that you found or that extra money that you found, start putting that to the side. Be disciplined. Put it to the side so you can invest in yourself, in your business, or put it to the side so you can be able to build your nest egg to invest in real estate. All right. So I just wanted to clear that. I had to do some little housekeeping because that's really when it comes, it don't matter how much money you have, you can still live paycheck to paycheck. Okay. Tyrese. Remember when he was crying on camera because he ain't had no money and he felt mad because he's like, yo, I need money. Well, he needs money because because of his lifestyle, that simply by budgeting and knowing where your money is going and coming and going, you're able to see, okay, am I stretching myself thin? What are some things that I can let go? What are some things that I can be able to bring in more money? And this, my friend, is where real estate comes in. All right. So we know in business and in life, you got your expenses and what's left over is your profit. Okay. So that's what we're going to keep in mind in terms of profit, the overflow. All right. So in real estate, there's three ways. I'm gonna give you four. All right. Um, there is ways that you can really use real estate so that you can live off your profit. The first way is sell a property, sell your home or an investment property. So you could take in a portion of those profits and you could be able to either purchase another property or you can be able to take those and that can be your income for the year. Sometimes fix and flips can bring you anywhere from shoot 20,000 upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? With a fix and flip. Sometimes you may want to do a wholesale deal. A wholesale deal can bring you anywhere from, a few hundred, a few thousand to hundred thousands. That's up to you, but you can use that as a way, selling as a way to be able to create more profit in your home. Okay. Another way that I love about selling real estate is that there's a code called the 1031 exchange. And essentially, what this allows for you to do is keep more profit in your pocket. Why? Because if you have a property that's, let's say, worth 100,000 and you sell it, and you go and purchase a property that is more than that, so let's say 250,000. Well, now you can get those capital gain tax. You can get that deferred. Why? Because you have taken the profit and purchased another property that has allowed for you to save. And essentially, that's allowing you to live off the profits. Why? Because you're keeping more in your pocket. You're keeping more coming to you. All right. Another way that I love, and this right here, this is for my homeowners. Okay. This is for my homeowners because sometimes we don't understand how we can benefit as a homeowner. We think just having a roof over our head is great. Yes, it is. And oftentimes, I've heard this before over the years that individuals that may have paid off their mortgage or have little, a small balance, but have a lot of equity in their home, they say, hey, I don't want another 30-year mortgage, right? I don't want that. So this is for you. This is my comment back to that person that says, I don't want another 30-year mortgage. I don't want to start over, right? You and I'm gonna make sure I'm saying this right now. Okay. You gotta understand that if you are carrying a lot of debt, or you are in a situation where, God forbid, your house burned down or something happens, you do not have that equity anymore. Understand that, right? So one of the things my mentor used to always say is, you got money in your walls. And if something happened to that house and it burns down or it floods out and it's gone, that money is gone just like that house. So that's one of the things I want you to understand. Number two, I want you to understand that if you're in a situation where your home is able to provide for you, if you're close to retirement, or if you're in a situation where you need money, you have a home that can provide you that, versus going to go find a loan. You are the lender, and you get to determine what that payment is a month. You don't have to borrow a lot, but you can be able to live the way you want to live. And so refinancing, if you do dread paying a 30-year mortgage, the simplest way, I'm gonna tell you right now, that you can be able to pay off your loan sooner. This is gonna allow for you to pay your loan off sooner. So you don't have to sit here and wonder, how in the world am I going to pay for my loan? How in the world live the way I want to live? Right? So the way that you're going to be able to do that is by paying. Remember, I said budget first, right? Budget, know where it's coming in, know everything. 'Cause when you know, now you know. Okay. So by you paying an extra payment towards principal, right? You're making that extra payment. Not only are you going to be able to pay your loan off sooner, but you're also going to be able to save thousands of dollars by just making an extra monthly payment. Okay. Don't just add the money to your regular, payment. Say, hey, I'm paying your mortgage is $2,000. You say I'm gonna pay $2,010. It's a way that you got to do it strategically so that that extra money is going towards your principal. This is why this is so powerful. As you pay down the principal, your monthly payment decreases over time. So not only are you going to be paying your loan off sooner and saving thousands of dollars, but you also are going to have a lower payment. I have a client that we've refinanced. She's a VA, and we've done her refinance, and she uses this strategy. She she owns a $500,000 house, and her payment is like the payment of a $200,000 house. Why? Because she paid. Not only did the VA get great rates, I love working with VA and doing VA loans, because it's just amazing what veterans and active duty, like, man, they help y'all out a lot. I love it. But she has a great rate. But the thing is, she used this principle in order to pay off her loan. So now she has enough equity in her home, because she's been doing this over the years, that if she want to do another refinance, she can. Whether that is her refinancing to take out cash, or refinancing into an even lower rate. Why? Because she took the time to make that extra payment, and she's able to now know that now she's cut off, I think, about 5 years so far with not with doing this particular strategy so far. 5 years. Okay. Um, Another way, I'm telling y'all, like, take it, take it. I hope y'all, if you feel like there's something that you need explained, message me privately or put it in the chat so I can be able to reply. Okay. But that's number one. That's another way, right? That's the first way of a refinance can help you as a homeowner to be able to save. Okay. Save on not having to pay a 30-year mortgage. Even if you are an investor and you hold your properties, this is a way that you can be able to do that. Okay. The next way, as a homeowner or an investor that hold their properties, you can and this particular one is for homeowners, okay? Because as an investor, you cannot refinance and say, I'm going to go pay off personal debt. You cannot do that. Okay. Not as an investor. You cannot use business money for personal. Okay. That's just like business. You piercing the corporate veil by using business, mixing business and personal. So I just want to make that disclaimer. This one particular one is for homeowners. If you want to pay off debt, you can use the equity in your home to pay off debt, student loans, liens, anything that collections. You can use that as a strategy, and that can help you not only increase your credit score, but it can also allow for you to have more income coming in monthly, right? So my husband and I was able to save $2,000 per month using this strategy. Okay. And that's just one of the ways that we used it, right? But that can allow for you. And so that's a $24,000 year raise in this household. What would $24,000 a year or $2,000 a month or even $5,500 a month do for you on a monthly basis? Go ahead, give yourself a raise. It's time. So you can be able to use your house to pay off debt. Um, and so by you doing that, paying off the debt as a homeowner, like I said, it helps your credit score because no longer are you owing that debt. And now you're able to you're able to qualify for more. You're able to use that and come back and get a better rate later on. So it all benefits you, right? You're living off the profit. That profit is you just brought in an extra income that you won't even that wasn't there before. Now you're keeping more money in your home. It's going to allow for you to profit. All right. So the third way. Oh wait, let me go back. Let me go back. I do want to talk about investors. Okay. Now you can, as an investor, right? You can be able to use the refinance to pay off a hard money lender. Okay. Let's say you didn't have great credit score or anything. So you use a hard money lender. And now you done fix up the property, and now you're holding on to this property, right? For investors that hold their properties. And now you're able to acquire the property, fix it up, and now you want to renovate it. You done renovated it because you did a hard money loan. Now you can refinance and pay off that hard money loan debt that has this astronomical interest rate, right? You making this, woo, that payment is no joke. That balloon payment on a hard money loan, no joke. So you want to be able to be strategic so where you can pay off that loan in a timely manner so that you can also continue to have more income coming in monthly, which gives your business a raise. Okay. Okay. Now, this third way that you can be able to use a refinance in your home, okay? This is for homeowners, not investors, okay? This is for homeowners. The example I'm about to give you, okay? You can use a cash out refinance in order to purchase. Well, let me say it. This is for homeowners and investors. It is. It plays into both. I'm sorry for that. It does. You can use a cash out refinance to invest and purchase more properties. You can use a cash out to go invest and purchase more properties. My husband and I have done it before. And what I love about it is this is tax-free money. If you think about it, if you go and get a loan at a bank and they give you let's say you have great credit, but they still give you an 8% loan, 8% interest off that loan. Versus if you have a cash out, right? And you got to pay that loan back. And they don't give you, 20, 30, 40 years to pay a loan back. Versus a cash out refinance, now you have 30 years it's stretched out and you have half the interest rate, or even if you're just paying interest on that loan, now you've cut that payment in half, right? Or you cut that payment by a third. Why? Because the thing is, if you're wanting to use your home, right, the cash out refinance to invest or purchase more properties, not only is it tax-free money because it's coming from debt, and it's coming from your asset, right? But mainly because it's coming from debt. But the great thing about it is that now you may be paying a 5% interest over 30 years. But didn't I just tell you before that you can save on that if you were to put a little extra towards that monthly payment, towards your balance, to be able to pay less over time, but also be able to not pay for a full 30 years. So you winning because now you got a property that's bringing you in more cash. Now you're bringing in more cash flow into your home, right? Now, let's say your payment might have went up $300 more, but you're now cash flowing an extra $1,000 in your home. You're profiting $700 more a month. So when the math is mathing, it got to make sense, dollars wise and mentally. Okay. So also what I love about a cash out refinance is that you can use that money pretty much how you want to, right? So you can also invest in dividends, right? You can renovate your home to allow the property to go up more, put a little money in your pocket, so that you can appraise for a higher home value. But you can also, in that higher home value, is going to allow for you to be able to borrow more, um, a year, 6 months, a year, 12 months down or more down the road, right? So the point is, it's going to allow you to get tax-free money and bring in more profit into your home. Now, this is a bonus one. I'm gonna throw this one in real quick because it kind of goes into the cash out refi, but I want to tell you this really quick. And like I said, I told y'all tonight, I'm just going in and giving you the facts. Okay. I want you to use this so that you can be able to make more money. All right. So this is my bonus one. It's called a renovation loan. My friend, if you are if you are a homeowner already and you want to get a new deck, you want to build out a section of your home, it what you want to do in your home. You could be able to get a renovation loan to pay for that. Now, you can either do a renovation loan where you do a basic refinance, or you can get, a home equity line of credit or a home equity loan. I'm not going into that tonight. I want to focus on refinances. Okay. But you can get a renovation loan that allows for you to fix your house so that you can appraise for more. All right. You can, and there's a difference between a cash out, which means I'm taking the cash, I'm doing what I want, versus a renovation where I'm specifically renovating my home. All right. You can be able to do that. And remember, I just talked about how a loan, it may cost you more monthly versus getting that renovation loan refinanced into your mortgage, which can allow for you to save over time. All right, you got to think about it. So think about which one of these is really going to work for you. Okay, in terms of if you own a home. Now, this is for my first time home buyers out there. This is for my purchasers out there. This is for the ones that want to buy fixer uppers. You can be able to get a loan with a renovation in the loan, which means the purpose of you getting this renovation loan is to fix this property up, right? It's a fixer up. Now, this type of loan, you're gonna stay there, right? So I'm talking about my purchasers on the residential side that want to live in the home. There's loans out there that will allow for you to get enough to not only purchase a home, but also do renovations in that home. So that not only does that give you instant equity in your home, which allows for you to refinance, okay, and pull it out to get that money, tax-free money, but it allows for your property to appraise for more. That's instant profit that you're coming in. So if you put 10, 10,000, 20,000 down and you do renovations and bring the home value up 40, 50, 60,000, now you done profited 20, $30,000 in your property. As an investor, if you were to use a renovation loan to purchase the property in order to hold it or to fix and flip, you're instantly, same thing, instantly having equity in your home. So now you're able to appraise for more and or sell for more. Do you see the power of real estate? How many, like, all the ways that you can be able to profit, live the life you want to live. Yes, your business is gonna allow for you to do that. Your business can own real estate. When I was in college, we used to study corporations, right? When I was in accounting, we had to study corporations, balance sheet. We had to look at K-1. We had to look at quarterly statements. I mean, we had to look at it all. One of the things that I noted if you're self-employed or, mom and pops versus corporations, one of the things that they do is that they don't only just collect money from their sales of their normal business, but they have accounts receivables, they have equipment that they may own, they have real estate, they have they have assets that are also bringing them money. They have rents coming in. They have other ways that they're making money. So we gotta take those same concepts that big corporations are using to make money and do the same. For instance, Google has a campus, right? Or Apple has a campus. I think Google and Apple have a campus, right? They own that. Do you think they're not refinancing and pulling cash out? Huh. They collecting on that tax-free money. What about McDonald's? They're not in the burger business. They're in the real estate business. They own that land. Prime real estate. Do you think they're not refinancing off of that or using that net worth, that asset as collateral to get more funding? So we gotta understand if we want to do big business and live a big life, we gotta look in terms of profit. What's gonna save me time? What's gonna save me money? What's gonna save me a headache? What's gonna give me peace? What's gonna give me more money so that I can be able to help others, so I can be able to invest, so I can be able to pour into my community? Because if you're living off your pocket, how are you able to really facilitate the goals that you have, not only in your life, but in your community? If you're living out your pocket, how limited is your giving? And I know you're a generous person, but if you're living off the profits, now you're profiting yourself. You're profiting those that are coming to you in so many ways. Because now you got enough profit where you have more freedom to pour into people. Now you're living off the profit that you're able to travel. You're able to give more. We gotta start thinking of how can we profit, not just from money, but our lifestyle, the way we live. Because when you decide that I'm gonna live off my profit and not what's in my pocket, you're gonna see life differently. You're gonna see opportunities that you can be able to profit from in a good way. So sit down, get that budget together, figure out your numbers, and then figure out how can I be able to profit off my real estate that I have right now. Whether that's for my to invest in my business, buy more real estate, pay off debt, put this into my home to appreciate it for more because I'm looking to sell it or refinance down the road. So you got to be willing to be honest with yourself, go through the numbers right now in your situation and look at it, and then strategically put yourself in a position to where you can profit. And if you need any help with that, holla at me. You can DM me or you can schedule a discovery session. Let's talk about it. One of the things that I've noticed is that when I was living off out of what was in my I had limited mindset. I second guessed myself. I wouldn't take opportunities because I was looking at what was there, but it's different when you're living off the whether that's PROPHET and PROFIT. You move different, and I want to help you make that transition so you can move differently, so that you can pour into your family, into your community, because this is your time now. Don't let the news fool you. It's people out here that don't know nothing about no recession. They're still making money, they're still making moves because they understand how to seek opportunities because their mindset is framed around profit. Profit is nothing but opportunities that allow for you to bring cash flow and value your way on a consistent basis. And that allows for you to allow for your energy and your money to work for you. Leverage. So leverage what you have and let's make it happen. All right. So I love y'all. Live off your profits. Get it going. Schedule a discovery session if you need help determining what that looks like for you. And make sure you slay every day. All right, beautiful bosses.